Hey everybody, I am coming at you with, see if we can get this nice on here. Badass Body Goals, the Booty Shaping and Resistant Training Journal. And I love this journal. I'm on day 30. So I forgot to check in with you guys last week because I was really busy before I went to work. So I've done 30 workouts now in here. And I like it. Sometimes I do the videos for my workouts because these things are timed and I'm not a good timer. So sometimes like when I do the videos, I've noticed the last couple of weeks, every now and then, like the wrong little thing will pop up. But if after you do it for 30 days, you know what you're supposed to do and the timing's still the same. And technically it all just still works out. Sometimes I vary the exercises. I still do them, but I just do them the way that I can because I'm almost 50 years old. So let's see what went on this week in the workouts. So, like when I do the Heinzman, I don't jump. I just touch my elbow to my knee, touch my elbow to my knee. I never really like jump. And then when I do the pendulum lunge, I like lunge back, stand, put my feet together, lunge forward. I don't like move in one motion with my leg because I don't want to fall. My balance isn't that great. When she did the squat jump, I just squat. I don't jump. But if I do too much jumping, my plantar fasciitis acts up, so I don't do all the jumping she does. And then the next day, workout 27, like plank to row, I just do it, but without the weight set, because when I hold the weights, I guess it's the way my weights are shaped. It does, I can't hardly do it. The Russian twists are super hard. I mean, I do on them, but they're hard. And those donkey kicks with 4 knee highs, I'm doing them too, but they're hard. And for weights, I didn't go to the gym. I did everything at home. So I just put weights on my pelvis and thrust it up, like the hip thrusts. For squats, I just put the weights on my shoulder. I did 2 8-pound weights, so it was 16 pounds. I don't do heavy weights though. And I did my squats. And then for elevation Peely squats, I just have like a 5-pound little dumbbell, like not a dumbbell, but it's like, it's you have the handle and then there's the weight on the bottom. I probably need to get a bigger weight in that though. Like I probably need a 10-pound at least. And I just squatted down and did that. And then deadlifts, I just, did the deadlifts. I usually do 5 pounds when I'm in the gym, like with the free weights, and then the other stuff, it just varies, but it's never more than 40 and usually around 12 to 40 pounds, depending on what the exercises are. For workout 29, my variation, trying to think, like when you do the forward leap squat burpee shuffle back, I just walk forward, do my burpee, walk back, walk forward, do my burpee, walk back. I don't do like that leap and jump. I just don't. I cut down a lot of the leap and jumping that she does, but I still do the motion of it. I think everything else I did the way it was asked to do. And then I did the other weight resistant workout at home too, with a 5-pound weight. And I did the hip thrust, lateral raises, shoulder pull rope. Instead of a shoulder pull rope, I just went forward with my weight and back down. Let me move this back. Like, had my put my hands to my I guess thighs and then raised it up, face level. And then deadlift, hip thrust, lateral raises, and shoulder. And so the shoulder rope pull, I did that. I differentiated it with that. I had 2 5-pound weights in both hands. I put my hand down, kept my arm straight, and then raised it up to my eyes and back down. So it has to check in. How am I actually feeling physically? So I feel great. I will say this, like doing this and making sure I do it 5 times a week. So this week I had a paint night. and I was really busy with the kids, and I had to like set up in the morning and then the paint night in the evening. And then I tried to do activities with them in between. So I didn't do my exercises. So today I did actually my circuit training and my weightlifting both at home, but just because I don't want to skip. So this is the first time that I've doubled up, but I only did it because I still wanted to get all 5 workouts in my week, even though I was busy. How am I feeling about the quality intensity of my workout? Could I do more? Yes, I do always do more. Or am I pushing the limits consistently? And am I getting enough rest? So I have been fighting with rest this week, but it's because usually when I work a lot of extra hours, I have a hard time sleeping. So I had a hard time sleeping last week. I know I'm going to have a hard time sleeping this week. And then I should be back on my regular hours and it should be easier for me. How do I feel about the way I look? I feel like I look great. So, you know, your torso, like right under your chest down to like where your belly button is, like I'm getting that, it's going in again, like in that area. Not like I have a 6-pack, because obviously it requires a lot more dieting than what I'm doing. But I definitely feel like my arms look great, my forearms look great, my legs and my legs look great. The bottom of my, the top of my abdomen looks great. I still have my little pooch, but I realize that things like that only go away if you diet. And I'm not technically on the low carb 100% because I am really into my kids, and I'm just busy with them where I'm not preparing maybe like how I should, but I am doing better, but I'm not that strict with myself either. Like my husband, I don't know if anybody else's husband does this, but he like buys sheet cakes. He buys sweets that people make, period. He's found a lady that makes really great cakes. So he buys like a sheet cake for no reason. It's not a birthday. It's not a holiday. It's not a get together. So I got a whole sheet cake in my kitchen. It's delicious. Of course, I'm going to eat it. I'm just eating one piece of cake a day, but still it's like, kind of hard when your husband does stuff like this, but I don't get mad about it because the kids love it. We enjoy it. I'm glad we're like the kind of people that just want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. We're not waiting for a holiday or a birthday to extend love or appreciation. So I like that in him. I do the exact same thing. It's just that I'm a woman and I'm trying to watch my physique, and he's a man and he always looks good. So he can eat anything he wants, but that's okay. I still love him. It's no big deal. Have people started mentioning anything about your physique? How can these comments be helpful? How might they be unhelpful? So it is nice when people comment that you look great. I don't socialize a lot, so not a lot of people commenting, but my husband is telling me all the time, like, I can see the difference. I can see the difference. And that's probably the truest person to tell me that I look different, because he sees me naked. And we're pretty honest with each other. Like, he wouldn't just tell me I'm looking better if I'm not. Like, he actually would tell me, no, I don't see a difference, you know. So I know when he says it, it's genuine and real. So I have gotten that, but I realize, like, if you get too much of that, you slack off. Like, you don't push yourself as hard because you're kind of waiting for that point where you're hearing people say that to you. But I also know personally, if I actually want to make a bigger difference in what I do, I would have to watch my diet, because I realize, like, losing weight, like if people that are pushing numbers, that comes through dieting. It's 10 to 20% exercise, 80 to 90% dieting, and everybody's biology is different. I'm not a number person, so I actually feel better doing this than I would be dieting. But I'm also the kind of person where I weigh 165 consistently now. I'm not fluctuating since I started this exercise. I might be lower sometimes. Like, I'm probably, you know how you fluctuate from day to day. Like with this thing, the highest I am now is 165. I'm never higher than that now. Some days or some weeks, I have been as low as like 162. My husband doesn't really want me to be lower, way less than 155, because when I'm around 155, he starts to feel like I'm too thin. I like how I look at 155, 160. So my goal technically still by the end of the year to be in the 160s. Like, have 160 be my high and fluctuate that way. So with this exercise, like, I really only want to lose 5 pounds. But for me, when I'm 46, I'm an older person. It's harder for me to lose weight because I'm not a binge eater. I don't overeat. Well, I guess sometimes I binge eat. not really. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty healthy, but I do allow myself to do the things that I want to do. So, and I'm pretty fit, and I still follow my own personal fitness goals and routines for myself, even though I'm adding things on, which are drinking 120 ounces of water every day, trying to get 7 hours of sleep, which is hard for me sometimes. And then taking at least 10,000 steps a day, because even though you exercise for 25 minutes, if you're not moving the rest of the day, you're not fit. You're just exercising for 30 minutes, and then you're going back to sitting on the couch the rest of the day. And I will say that my Fitbit has been telling me, like, keep up the good work. You have lowered your resting heart rate. Keep up the good, it's told me that a couple times, a couple different weeks. So I know I'm seeing results because the thing that's monitoring me is telling me that also. So I love it. I hope people get on board. I don't even know what week I'm at, but I'm on Tuesday. I will start exercise 31 because I usually exercise Tuesday through Saturday because I work Saturday through Monday or Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I'll start workout 31. In this book, there are, there are 50 workouts. So I'm over halfway done with the book, and I definitely feel great, and I think it's awesome. I would keep this book forever and always go back to it, just doing it over and over again. But my goal for doing this book actually is to do the 50 cent Formula 50. And I will do that next. And then I'll do variations of this book and Formula 50 probably as my final workout. But who knows? I love doing these exercise book reviews. So I'll probably pick another book and review it because that's the kind of stuff I do. So I love this book. I highly recommend that people would buy it. It's a great book resource because during these times when you don't know when the gym's open or when the gym is open, or if you can get out of the house because you got kids or don't have kids, this is something you can do for 25 minutes in your home every 5 days a week and see a result. And people might be like, oh, you're 46. You don't have a bunch of little kids. Yeah, we do. We get our grandkids every Tuesday. That's 3 of them. We watch one of our grandkids Tuesday through Friday whenever she needs daycare during the day. And then we have our twins who are at the age 6, Wednesday through Saturday morning. So we have kids here all the time. I know what it's like to have kids. Plus I work. And when I'm at work, I don't exercise because I work 16-hour shifts. I just sleep when I'm not working. So I totally get how it's hard to exercise when you have a family. And I totally get, even though I am busy with my kids and I always have things around me, I am at an advantage because I'm able to have 3 consecutive work days together and then be able to really focus on my family, myself, and try to incorporate them one into the other 4 days. And I will say this, my twins or our twins, they love to exercise. So they make it so easy for me to exercise. They're doing it with me. They get into it just like how I get into it. When I tell them it's time to exercise, they're like, okay, yeah, fine, it's time. I have weights here for them. I make it easy. I don't get on them if they don't do it all because it's hard. They usually can't do it all. And it also makes them kind of feel but I always tell them when we do stuff hey, if I don't eat right and exercise, I'm just an old lady. This is what I got to do to stay young, to play with you. And they want me to play with them. So they're always, when it's time for me to take care of myself, they want me to do that. They're real loving. All my kids are. So I highly recommend this. And I have 2 older daughters, and I have a son that lives here who's 25, who has special needs, who's always around. So don't think because I'm saying I'm 46 years old, I'm just sitting around here not doing anything. Nobody's living in my house. We're doing stuff here all the time. So I love this book. Highly recommend you get it. I'm over halfway done with it, and it's a resource I would never throw away. I would gift it to people because I totally believe this is a great method of getting, yourself right. And I'm just to the point in my life where I know I need resistance training in my life because I'm really, if you're over 30, you should be doing resistance training. And I want to grow old young. This is part of what I'm doing to grow old young. And many other secrets that I do to grow old young too. So I just want to say, I love this book. I highly recommend it. If you get this book, you can watch my videos once a week where I talk about the book to help you stay encouraged. I'm not as sore as I used to be. The first 2 weeks are horrible. You're going to hate yourself, but it gets easier and you'll love it. It's a resource you could use for life. I have some other books coming in from this Habit Nest too, and I hope they get here soon because it's been a while since I ordered them. So I just hope you guys have a great day. Peace and love. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube with Isabella Woods, Living My Best Life. All I do is share about book club, fitness, peace, nonviolence, and financial freedom. And join me. Thank you. Bye-bye.